morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you via the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains MAZI Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. Today is the 9th day of July in the year of our Lord 2021, being Friday. We are live and direct, and without wasting time, we are going to go to the special broadcast by the head of the Directorate of States, MAZI CHIKA EDOZIEM, who will continue immediately. MAZI, welcome to the program. Are you there? The platform is yours.
Thank you so much, MAZI Jonathan. I'm here. Am I coming out clear, please?
You are crystal clear. Please go on.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, good night to you, great Biafrans, depending on your time zone. My name is MAZI CHIKA EDOZIEM. I come from Ipob. Ipob is in all the province of Biafra land. And by the grace of Elohim, I serve the indigenous people of Biafra in the Directorate of State as the head of directorate. This is an update as the Directorate of State promised to give to Biafrans worldwide on the extraordinary rendition of our leader, Kanu, by the Nigerian government in collaboration with the Kenyan government. Biafrans, I bring to you greetings from the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Kanu. So far, our legal team have been able to visit him on a couple of occasions, and he has sent his regard to the Biafran family worldwide. Now, the Directorate of State is coordinating a three-way pronged engagement in respect of this extraordinary rendition of our leader. We are coordinating this three-pronged engagement in order to ensure that nothing untoward happens to our leader in the custody of the Nigerian secret police. We have the legal team who are pursuing the legal aspect of this very matter before us. And we have also the diplomatic aspect of this very matter as well. And the third leg of it is the civil disobedience by Biafran families worldwide, which of course has commenced in different countries around the world. Today, Friday, I think a family in Germany have made the German people to know and to be aware of the evil and illegality and criminality that the Nigerian government, in conjunction with the Kenyan authorities, perpetrated and are still perpetrating on Onyendu, our leader, because he is still in their custody. Apart from this three-way action plan, the US wish to assure Biafrans that it does not matter how long, but the Kenyan and the Nigerian government will be fully held accountable for this brazen crime which they committed against international law and for the violation of Onyendu's liberty and his right to freedom of movement. We therefore enjoin everyone, every Biafran family all over the world to remain calm. Of course, the situation does not even call for calmness, but we want every Biafran family to remain calm. Principal officers, remain in your positions of service and wait for further instructions. We are happy that at least the lawyers were able to visit our leader for 2 occasions now, and we believe that this will continue going forward. On the 26th of this month, July the 26th, is the day the accord has fixed for the continuation of the allegations which they leveled against Onyendu, our leader. And I wish to inform that our team of legal professionals will be deliberating on this very court date, and by next week the directorate will be providing more updates regarding this very court date. The IPOB worldwide, we shall unequivocally show solidarity both physically and spiritually to our leader on the date of this very court matter or court case. Maybe people may be wondering, they may not have been hearing from members of the directorate as often as they wish regarding this very situation we are in. I wish to inform that other members of the directorate will also be coming on air to talk on pertinent issues beginning from tomorrow and going forward. And of course, myself, we will be giving constant updates as time progresses. We do not wish to come on air and give informations that are not very correct to the Biafran people. As we have learned from Onyendu, we cannot tell this great family anything but the truth. Therefore, when it seems that we are not coming as often as people may wish us to be on air, it is for the simple reason that we want to ensure we have our facts correct and ready to be given to the world and to the Biafran families worldwide. I wish to also remind our people that the Psalms, as directed by Onyendu, we continue to read the Psalms until we, of course, finished the whole Psalms from Psalm 1 to 150. So please, people must continue to read the Psalms as Onyendu directed. Now to IPOB principal servants. We are on a very, very precarious moment. And I want to use this opportunity to remind every principal officer, every Biafran that is serving the Biafran people in whatever capacity under this very noble family called the indigenous people of Biafra, led, of course, by NNAMDI'S Kanu. I wish to remind all of you that the code of conduct of the indigenous people of Biafra is our working document. apart from the oath of office that principal officers and members will take. Every principal officer must have in his or her possession the IPOB Code of Conduct. And when you have that, I enjoin you to please go through the provisions as many times as possible. As many times as is possible, so that you may fully comprehend them and be able to put them in practice as you carry out your duties. Our people in Biafra land must be very wary of anything that the Nigerian government will provide or wish to provide for them, be it in form of medical outreach by their armed forces or in form of food palliatives, because an entity that hates you, an entity that wish you dead, cannot bring forth anything good for you. First of all, they militarized our land and extorted our people of billions of dollars on our roads. Then they sent armed Fulani herdsmen to pillage, rape, and murder our people. Not done with that, they brought in again their army to humiliate and murder our youths in order to create a vacuum and provide the enabling condition for the terror groups which the Fulani Caliphate created themselves to overrun and occupy our ancestral land. And Biafrans, I ask you, is it then possible that such an entity will genuinely seek for your well-being? The answer is no. We have heard that the army is going about in some areas in Biafra land with medical outreach. My advice to our people in Biafra land is that they must be very, very cautious, and they must not allow their children to be vaccinated by the enemy for any reason, because all their plans has always been to find a means to exterminate our race and fulfill their age-long ambition of dipping the Quran in the sea, the Atlantic Sea of Biafra land. But Chukwu Abiyama will not allow that to happen. Those of us who are going to be marching in different countries of the world, please do ensure that the letter released by the directorate is, you have a copy of it, and deliver those letters properly and appropriately to those that it is meant to be delivered to. If however that you are not allowed to protest in the country where you reside, that does not stop the letter from being delivered to those it is meant for. Therefore then, that letter must be delivered through other means, either by post, courier, or delivered by hand at those offices. I will not be taking too much time this very moment, but all I can assure Biafrans is that we, the leadership of this very struggle, the legal team, the families of our leader, well-wishers and supporters of the Biafran struggle, We are doing what needs to be done. Everything that has to be done to ensure not only that the health of our leader is not in jeopardy, but also to ensure that he rejoins us soonest. And of course, we shall continue on the journey that is set before us. We shall continue on our struggle for a decent and honorable life in a free and independent Biafran nation. Therefore, all of us must continue to operate as one family, whether you are a principal servant or you are not a principal servant. At this moment, we cannot afford any form of distraction. Do not, I do repeat, do not allow yourself to become a tool in the hand of the enemy. It is not only that you will suffer it in your life, but your generations will of course suffer that as well, and terribly, if I may add. May Chukwu Okike Abiama, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the seen and unseen, may he continue to envelop our leader MAZI CHIKA under his protective wings. May he continue to imbue him with his spirit, with the strength that is beyond human comprehension. May he continue to guide him, and may he, of course, grant him victory over our enemies and grant us Biafra, a Biafra which we shall all enter into with our leader MAZI CHIKA at the helm of that march to freedom. And all of you, may Chukwu Abema continue to strengthen you. May Chukwu Abema continue to guide you. May Chukwu Abema continue to guide this very wonderful family of IPOB in all that we do, as he guided us up to this very moment. He shall be by our side till victory is finally achieved, and unto him we shall give all honor and all glory. Biafra, for me and for most of us, is our religion. And Chukwu Okike Abiama is the only being that we worship and worthy of worship. And therefore, from me, from here, I want to say to you, great Biafrans, good evening and good night. Thank you to you, Mazi Jonathan, and good evening from here.
Be The lawyer for the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra says his client was tortured while in the custody of Kenyan authorities. Ifeanyi Ejiofor says he has compelling evidence that he will be presenting to the International Court of Justice about violation of Nnamdi Kanu's rights. VOA wasn't able to immediately get a response from the Kenyan government. Earlier this week, President Muhammadu Buhari commended Nigerian security forces for their job in the execution of an international operation that he said led to the arrest. But President Buhari gave no details on the operation except that Kanu was detained as a result of international cross-border cooperation. Kanu's organization is agitating for an independent state for ethnic Ibos in southeast Nigeria. The Nigerian government considers the group a terrorist organization. Lawyer Ejiofor says the terrorist label is a pretense for the Nigerian government to indiscriminately arrest members of the indigenous people of Biafra.
Nnamdi Kanu was severely beaten and subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment and degradation by the Kenyan Police Authority upon his abduction on 19th of June 2021 in Kenya Nairobi Airport. He was detained in a very terrible environment, which is far unconnected with conventional place of custody in Kenya. They accused him of sundry offenses against the Kenyan Authority, and on account of which he was detained for 8 days to enable them investigating. At the expiration of 8 days, after being subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment, they now discovered that the person whom they've tortured for 8 days was Nnamdi Kanu. And they now called on the Nigerian government to come over and pick him. So obviously, we understand that this is a clear script written in collaboration with the Nigerian government, which was clearly executed by the Kenyan police force.
You mentioned Kenya, but it was never very clear to us exactly how Mr. Kanu was apprehended. The Nigerian government only said that his arrest was due to cross-border cooperation. What can you tell us in terms of exactly how and where Mr. Kanu was apprehended?
Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Nairobi Airport. Now, when he was arrested in Nairobi Airport, Kenya, by Kenya Police Force, we have compelling evidence to this effect, which will be tendered before the International Court of Justice at the point we are going to get there, because we are already filing action through our foreign legal partners who are in court to challenge the gross violation of his fundamental rights as a British citizen, and also gross violation of the international laws on repatriation of persons suspended of committing an offense. So, and sundry infractions on his rights. So what we are saying is that, in effect, that he was arrested in Kenya Airport. I can confirm that to you authoritatively.
As you know, sir, the Nigerian government considers your client, Mr. Kanu, and his indigenous people of Biafra movement a terrorist organization.
Okay, let me just explain this to you. Shortly after the invasion of Nnamdi Kanu's premises on the 14th of September 2017, and they didn't succeed in abducting and killing him, they came back a few days after, on the 17th of September, to obtain an order of court party without reference to my office to prescribe IPOB. Then we promptly filed an application before the Court of Appeal to challenge the purported prescription of IPOB as a terrorist organization, because we know that the indices and the characters of IPOB, they are.
Now, every morning you wake up, they keep 10 in Daudu, 50 in Gwe West, 10 in Guma, 2 here, 1 in Agasha, 2 on the road, 3 here, 3 in a vehicle. It is a daily occurrence now, daily. And what they are doing commonly now is that they are not even shooting, they are slaughtering like rams. That is what is happening now. 3 days back, they went to bury a young man that they slaughtered. Broad daylight, they came shooting to stop them from burying that young man. I want to say that this should be the concern of every one of us. It is not a religious issue. Some of them are hiding under religion. It is not a religious issue. I know, because I have related to Muslims for a long time. No Muslim fights or kills during Ramadan. The killing even took place more at that time than now. So they should not tell us it's Muslim. It is a hidden agenda. And this hidden agenda is being sponsored from the presidency. It is coming from the presidency. If all Nigerians are saying ranching and presidency continues to say grazing reserve, then presidency has a hidden agenda. We want to hear our president's voice. Our president should talk to us. We did not vote for Garba Shehu. We did not vote for Shegun Adesina. We want to hear our president speak to us. Presidency promised some amount of money to resettle our IDPs. It's how many years today? No kobo has been sent down here. But a lot has been sent elsewhere where they have IDPs. We also want to urge our sons and daughters who are still sitting on the fence to wake up and speak against the evil being perpetrated in our land. This matter is not only about Governor Samuel Otom. Benue sons, home and abroad, who think that they are not affected by the crisis, must know that we are all casualties, whether we are at home or not. They should raise their voices to condemn the injustice being visited on us. This is no time for politicking. What is happening here now is beyond politics. When the Fulanis come to kill, they don't ask you which political party you belong to. They should send their relief materials to those IDP camps and also solicit support on international donor organizations to come to the aid of our people. Everything is left into the hands of Benue State government, and we're having a problem. The governor is not a loner. We're asking our sons abroad and elsewhere, who are in Abuja, who are everywhere, that they should take interest in what is happening in Benue State. They have their families back home, they have villages. If you think it's not happening in your village, the whole thing is drawing nearer to every village now. So they should sit up, whether you're a businessman or you're whatever, and some of them are protecting their offices. They're protecting their personal interests. But if you protect your interests and all your people back home are killed, where will you call your home? You are having children there. Tomorrow, your children will want to know where they come from. And that place will not be in existence anymore. Finally, we wish to call on Nigerians who love justice, peace, and equity to rise and condemn what is happening to the innocent people of Benue State. The killer herdsmen are still here with us. They have resorted to guerrilla warfare. They now attack our people in their sleep and leave their familiar trademark of death. With very heavy hearts, to address you on issues bothering us as a people, Benue State and Nigeria as a nation. As mothers of this state and the nation, we owe our children the duty to voice our feelings when we see the things going wrong, and those who should speak have chosen the path of silence. We owe this country the duty to call its leaders to order and counsel them when it has become apparent that the leaders we elected are not doing what is right. We have no other country than Nigeria. You are very much aware of the worsening security situation in the country being perpetrated by Fulani herdsmen who have killed thousands of Benue people and in other states. You are equally aware of the attitude of the federal government led by President Muhammadu Buhari, who is not bothered to see women and children being killed daily by Fulani herdsmen. We are left with no other option than to conclude, as many others have already said, that the president is happy to watch his kinsmen turn Benue and other parts of the country into killing fields. A few days ago, we woke up to the news that President Buhari has vowed to create grazing routes and establish grazing reserves in the 36 states of the country next month, whether anyone likes it or not. His senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, who is not voted, is an appointee, was the one who announced the president's decision. We are wondering if this is the same democracy that we all fought and got in 1999, leading to emergence of Muhammadu Buhari as elected president in 2015. Has Mr. President forgotten that this country is now being run by the Constitution and not decrees? What about the Land Use Act, which vets all lands in the state governors? Has the act been repealed? From where is President Buhari deriving his authority that he feels he can impose draconian and dictatorial policies on Nigerians and expect us to applaud him? The other time, the Buhari presidency introduced cattle colonies. It took the courage of patriotic Nigerians like Benue State Governor Samuel Otom to rise and reject the conquest agenda. The president later dusted the program and renamed it as Ruga. But again, our eagle-eyed governor and other patriots saw through the veil and kicked against it. The president reluctantly cancelled the Ruga program. Today, the entire country is speaking with one voice in opposition to open grazing of cattle, while embracing ranching, which Benue has been leading the campaign since 2016. All governors of the northern states and southern Nigeria have taken a unified stand to ban open grazing. Shockingly, President Buhari has come out to mock the governors and is threatening to impose grazing reserves on the people of this country. The words of the media advisor, Femi Adesina, last year, that people should choose between holding onto their lands and death are still fresh in our minds, that we should give out our land or we die. Adesina, mind you, is not a voted person, he's an appointee. This is unacceptable. Nigeria is not practicing nepotism. Ours is a country structured on the principles of federalism and democracy. We did not vote a tyrant as president. We believed that we voted a man with the right experience and discipline who would be for all of us and defend us, not just his ethnic group. What crime did we commit by going out in large numbers under the sun to vote for President Buhari? And he has now chosen to reward our love with hatred and our ballots with bullets. From all indications, President Buhari is for somebody and not for everybody. Contrary to his words on May 29, 2015, when he took oath of office. We want Mr. President to remember that our children and grandchildren also deserve a decent future, a future they will no longer be afraid to go to bed with the thought of being slaughtered by rampaging herders. The humanity and conscience in President Buhari should make him to think about the thousands of children whose parents were killed by herdsmen and are now in internally displaced persons camps for 4 years as orphans. Don't such children deserve to live in a country they call their own? What about the hundreds of widows whose husbands were slaughtered by herders and thrown to the birds to feed? Don't they deserve to return to their lonely homes to start life in a dehumanizing way? At the last count, Benue had over 1 million displaced people. We concerned Benue mothers say no to grazing reserves and similar policies that seek to enslave our people and hand over lands to killer Fulani herdsmen. We have also observed a disturbing trend where Fulani militia attack our people, but the federal government comes out swiftly to absolve them of any blame. A recent example was when Governor Oton was attacked on his farm by those who saw that he is standing in their way to conquering Benue and other parts of Nigeria. The terror group known as Fulani Nationality Movement, FUNAM, came out to claim responsibility of the attempt on the governor's life. Yet, the Nigerian police force exonerated the group. The police high command deployed an investigation team to Benue, which confirmed the identities of the culprits as Fulani herdsmen. The police made arrests, took the suspects to Abuja, only for the Inspector General to go to Aso Villa a few days after and declare that those who wanted to kill Governor Otom were not Fulani people. What a shame. This is condemnable. Is the Nigerian police now a Fulani police force and no longer for the protection of all Nigerians? We call on President Muhammadu Buhari to urgently address the nation and caution Fulani herdsmen to stop the killings. We know that if he makes the address directly to the Fulanis and means every word of what he says, they will listen to him. We would very much love to hear the voice of our president. We should not continue to be hearing from his aides. They are not our president. In other countries, the president would have been talking to us on a regular basis, assuring us of our safety. The president should, as a matter of urgency, announce the cancellation of his plan to impose grazing reserves on Nigerians and instead evolve a national ranching policy. A policy even the northerners, even the leader of Mayati Allah, accepted. Ganduje of Kanu State has already started ranching. Maybe presidency is the one pushing for grazing and not Nigerians, and not even the northern leaders. The federal government should also throw its weight behind southern governors as a declaration against open grazing. President Buhari should motivate security agencies and direct them to be professional and neutral in the discharge of their duties. We also expect Mr. President to call his appointees to order to stop assaulting the sensibilities of Nigerians. What the Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, said, comparing the ban on open grazing with spare parts business, was insensitive. Comparing human lives to spare parts. The other side of the president, called Garba Shehu, denigrates anyone who holds an opinion contrary to that of presidency. This is gross negation of the tenets of democracy. In democracies, where government is of the people and for the people, leaders of such countries listen to constructive criticisms in order to improve. We call on the international community and lovers of peace across the world to show interest in what is happening in Nigeria, particularly in the Middle Belt region, where killings of innocent people by herders have become a common sight. Benue, for instance, is the food basket of Nigeria, and for many years, farmers have been displaced from their ancestral lands. The ugly scenario has resulted to food crisis and is said to take a more dangerous dimension if not stopped now.
Various states.
We demand for the urgent release of NNAMDI Kanu, his colleagues, and all prisoners of conscience as part of the process of the search for national cohesion and building a new Nigeria. There is a legitimate debate among Nigerians on the Biafra question. And there are indeed many Igbos who, like many other Nigerians, may not agree with NNAMDI Kanu's objective or means. But it needs to be stated, however, that no citizen of Nigeria deserves the kind of treatment that is meted to Nnamdi Kanu and his colleagues. Government has declined to obey the orders of properly constituted courts in Nigeria for his release. Nnamdi Kanu is not above the law, but nor should he be put beneath it. A situation where the state refuses to obey clear and legitimate court orders for his release, and even one of them outrightly ordered for his unconditional release. There is absolutely no reason in a country with a rule of law that he should have been held an hour later than those court orders or even rulings of the court that he should be released unconditionally. Why is Nnamdi Kanu's case an exception?
The lawyer for the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra says his client was tortured while in the custody of Kenyan authorities. Ifeanyi Ejiofor says he has compelling evidence that he will be presenting to the International Court of Justice about violation of Nnamdi Kanu's rights. VOA wasn't able to immediately get a response from the Kenyan government. Earlier this week, President Muhammadu Buhari commended Nigerian security forces for their job in the execution of an international operation that he said led to the arrest. But President Buhari gave no details on the operation except that Kanu was detained as a result of international cross-border cooperation. Kanu's organization is agitating for an independent state for ethnic Ibos in southeast Nigeria. The Nigerian government considers the group a terrorist organization. Lawyer Ejiofor says the terrorist label is a pretense for the Nigerian government to indiscriminately arrest members of the indigenous people of Biafra.
Nnamdi Kanu was severely beaten and subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment and degradation by the Kenyan Police Authority upon his abduction on 19th of June 2021 in Kenya Nairobi Airport. He was detained in a very terrible environment, which is far unconnected with conventional place of custody in Kenya. They accused him of sundry offenses against the Kenyan authority, and on account of which he was detained for 8 days to enable them investigating. At the expiration of 8 days, after being subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment, they now discovered that the person whom they've tortured for 8 days was Nnamdi Kanu. And they now called on the Nigerian government to come over and pick him. So obviously, we understand that this is a clear script written in collaboration with the Nigerian government, which was clearly executed by the Kenyan police force.
You mentioned Kenya, but it was never very clear to us exactly how Mr. Kanu was apprehended. The Nigerian government only said that his arrest was due to cross-border cooperation. What can you tell us in terms of exactly how and where Mr. Kanu was apprehended?
Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Nairobi Airport. Now, when he was arrested in Nairobi Airport, Kenya, by Kenya police force, we have compelling evidence to this effect, which will be tendered before the International Court of Justice at the point we are going to get there, because we are already filing action through our foreign legal partners who are in court to challenge the gross violation of his fundamental rights as a British citizen, and also gross violation of the international laws on repatriation of persons suspended of committing an offense. So, and sundry infractions on his rights. So what we are saying is that, in effect, that he was arrested in Kenya Airport. I can confirm that to you authoritatively.
As you know, sir, the Nigerian government considers your client
Go to
Mr.
be judge in
his,
Netherlands, in The Hague,
people of Biafra
in
movement,
Holland,
the
Netherlands.
terrorist organization.
He enter flight going to Netherlands or reaching in Netherlands. Do you understand? He's still in jail. Let me tell you what happened. Ocalan was an advocate of a political solution to the conflict since 1993. You know, the Kurdistan problem. Do you understand? Okay, this made him, you know, even United States, I don't know whether they have removed PKK as a terrorist organization. PKK was even international. America recognized it as a terrorist organization. Do you understand? Whereas IPOB, we are not recognized. We are not terrorist organization. Never. Listen. For you to understand, you know, when our leader says that when we say here that Africa, we are the problems of ourselves. Thank God our leader made this interview, granted this interview in Punchline Television from a brother, a friend, David Masanga of Uganda, but lives in Kenya. He said it openly. He talked to even Uhuru Kenyatta, the current president of Kenya, that Africa, we blame everybody, we blame foreigners for our messy situation. Only we forgot to blame ourselves. I will tell you why I'm coming. I'm coming. We are used, willing tools in order to destroy ourselves, Africans. To quench any fire that is coming out, positive fire. Africans are used to subjugate Africans. That is it. That is it. So this man called Abdullah Öcalan, he left Syria in 1988 because he was forced to do so. There was hot. That's why we say any genuine freedom fighter, there are three places for you: either in jail, or in exile, or in the grave. That is the thing. I say every genuine freedom fighter, this is your place of abode, because you continue being on hiding. Because you know what is freedom fight? You are fighting. You know, fighting in log. You are fighting. So you need to be, you know, when you are fighting, two people are fighting. You need to be, if you give blow, you defend yourself. That defense you are doing is what the freedom fighter is doing. That is the exile. That is the jail. Or if he's if he's been overpowered, he can be in the grave. They didn't call it freedom joking. No. It is not maybe freedom dancing. No. It is called freedom fighting, so that our people should understand that what we are doing, we are on the right track. It's a process. When you see a so-called self-acclaimed freedom fighter building mansions in the place that he is fighting for freedom, so-called, he builds mansions. He's he's comfortable. Every time news media will come and talk to him, he will talk, and no problem. There will be even his enemies. The enemies he's supposed to be fighting are giving examples. Say, look at the real freedom fighter. The way you are fighting is better than others. What does it tell you? I don't know. Sometimes we indeed, but we say we are knowledgeable, we are wise, but sometimes I see us as the most stupid set of people. If not the coming of MAZI Ipob, we are the most stupid set of people. How can you say somebody that is fighting for freedom fights with red eye? Now he will be there comfortably, in a place, mansion. Sometimes he show you his cars, fleet of cars, his houses, everything, and he will tell you that this is how it is done. Look at, I'm telling you the story of one man who was also abducted in Kenya, Abdullah Öcalan. He was in Syria. After Syria became hot, because all those places they have courts. They have courts as indigenous people in Syria, in Iraq, in Iran, in Turkey. So when that place was hot, he moved. Öcalan first went to Russia, and the Russia parliament voted on 4th November 1998 to grant him asylum. You understand? On the 6th of November, the Greek parliamentarians invited Öcalan to stay in Greece. You see a freedom fighter that is fighting. He was moving around in Europe, a move which was repeated by okay, the name of their president, I mean their president, is too hard for me to pronounce. I mean Greek president, the deputy speaker of Greek parliament at that time. Ocalan then chose to travel to Italy because he know that he is not safe. He was not safe. Or sometimes even not being safe by himself. Sometimes the country where he is will give pressure, say, beg, you are excess luggage to us. Turkey is putting pressure. Please kindly move away from here. But do you know one thing? They never attempted, the country where he stays, never, the European countries, they never allowed this extraordinary rendition on Öcalan, Abdullah Öcalan. Öcalan traveled to Italy. Even there was a time this man, because no place anywhere he go, any European country he go, they will tell him politely, please, you need to leave, please. If it is Africa, they will allow this extraordinary rendition for him to be abducted illegally. But Europeans, being who they are, as enlightened, wise people, good people, they know the law. They never allow any type of this rendition in order to occur in their land. Do you know what happened? Even a time, Öcalan tried to travel. He said, okay, let me now go and deliver myself to The Hague, where at least the world will hear my own story. I will go to be judged in Netherlands, in The Hague, in Holland, Netherlands. He entered flight going to Netherlands. On reaching in Netherlands airspace, the Netherlands authority returned. They say, don't land here, don't land that flight here in Netherlands. For you to understand how serious this thing was. He said, our leader used to say, okay, I even invite me to The Hague. I am trying to draw inference. Please, I want to go to The Hague so that at least people will hear my voice. People will hear the voice of Biafrans, at least in the international court. Invite me. Öcalan did this. He said, why not all these things? If you go here, within small time, they tell him politely, please. Please, you need to find another place, please. And he will go there, the same thing. Now we say, okay, let me just carry myself. I think when I say I'll be terrorist now. Okay, I'm going to The Hague. Charge me anything. I will stand trial. Inside flight, arriving in Netherlands airspace, they know that he is inside the flight. They say, no, that plane will not land here. They turn it back. I think from Greece. Do you see how messy the situation was? And okay, let me tell you what happened. After going back, living in Europe, and this one we say, okay, politely, there was nothing like rendition, no abduction from any European country. And this, so that when we say that Africa is a cheat hole, repeating Trump's assertion about African countries, sub-Saharan Africa, you know that what we are saying is true. Africa contains the most morally corrupt people on earth, wicked than ever. I'm telling you honestly. God doesn't. You cannot cheat God. You cannot cheat nature. That is why sub-Saharan Africa remains a slave to the whole world, the wider world. It's a fact. It's true, because they are wicked not to themselves, so to themselves. Now you know what happened. The Europeans, being cunning as they are, some Greek diplomats in Kenya, they, I think in 1994, yes. Okay, 1994, yes. Let me see, please. Okay, sorry, 1999. 2001. 2009, 10 years. 2019, 20 years. 22 years now. 1999, 15th of February 1999. Some Europeans, do you see how they play their dirty game? That is why I say we should be smart politically. European diplomats, they invited Ochala and said, come to Kenya. Kenya is good. Don't worry, we'll protect you here. And he flew to Kenya. They know that, yes, this is the place. So that it will happen off the shores of Europe. Do you see? So that history will not say, oh no, he was captured or abducted in European soil. It will bring a stain. Europeans, they don't like stain in their countries' names, even in their continents. That is why they carry everything to the shit. You know, in the house, when you want to remove a waste, you go to the toilet. That is the way they take Africa. You go to, they say, okay, we are in the toilet. Come here, don't worry, we'll protect you. And the man flew to Kenya in 1999. And that is where, with the help of CIA, Turkish intelligence service now captured him. With the help of CIA. Do you understand me? Without the help of CIA, it couldn't have happened. Because there must be a very powerful intelligence agent behind them. That is why I say, speculatively, I am suspecting British hands are in this. I will tell you. You know, today they say, Britain say, okay, we are going to give MAZI CHIKA as our national consular services. That is rubbish, bunkum. What is consular services? Okay, make sure you are not tortured. That is, you know, just, you know, all these lies, all these things, diplomatic lies and politics. That is it. But they will not defend their national that is suffered illegal criminal action against him. I will also tell you another story. This man Ocalan was taken with the help of CIA in Kenya and flew back to Turkey because he was holding Turkish passports. Do you see why I say his own case is different? He was holding Turkish passports. So the rendition occurred, and he was taken back to Turkey, where he is still serving jail. Even from jail, he helped make many negotiations. He is still commanding as a leader from jail. The jail he is today, only him is staying in that jail. They make sure they remove everybody from the jail, and only him is in that jail till today. Do you see what consistency is? You will hear that, what do you call him? Mandela stayed 27 years in jail, and you don't know. You know, it becomes very sweet, very simple something when you are speaking it, when you are talking it, or when you are reading it as a history. Do you understand? But when the thing was passing, it was very hard. Some people were talking. Okay, now this man was taken against his will, drugged and taken to Turkey, because we can say, okay, in that case, okay, even it's even having Turkish passport, okay, it's illegal, and it brought many, you know, because once the superpowers, they are against you openly, the case will go and Turkey will do one thing or the other, you know, that's it. Okay, let me tell you, when I say that British hands, I speculate that it is there in what happened, because I had the tune of the British parliamentarian or diplomat. I say, look, these people, do they think that we are stupid? Before God and man, if it is, for example, a white British, that this thing is done, hey, oh hell, before you know, even the aircraft carrier, British aircraft carrier, will be moving towards the Gulf of Guinea. Direct, they will give Nigeria ultimatum. We don't want to know anything that happened or anything, but you must go through the ambits of law in order to extradite him. So we give you, so before you know, they will focus their satellite that is shooting nuclear bomb. You know, they have satellite, they have a nuclear bomb stationed in space. They will be aiming it at Nigeria. Say, if you don't do this with him, and they will immediately, they will. They will surrender. Nigeria will surrender immediately. But because I speculate, let me be putting this word, I speculate that the M16s have a hand in it. That's why they are giving all these petty political statements. Oh, we give you consular aid. Consular aid, my foot. Somebody that his rights were infringed. His rights, his fundamental human rights as a national, as a UK national, was infringed totally. And you're telling, okay, anyway, he's having British passport. Under normal circumstances, if he's been abducted, he was being abducted, now taken back to Britain, it will be even a bit palatable. But without a Nigerian passport, look at how these people lied. The passport our leader left, they confiscated from our leader in 2015. They started saying they caught our leader with Nigerian passport. You know why they are saying this? In order for you, for the people, you know, when experts hear this, international experts, they say anyway, he's having Nigerian passport. But these are lies. We need to be debunking them so that people will understand these are lies from the pit of hell. Our leader denounced Nigeria right from time. Immediately he came out from Kuje prison. The passport, the old passport delivered 2013. That is what they are saying, that okay, they have his passport. Do you see lies? What is the lifespan of Nigerian passports? What is the lifespan since 2013 to now? What is the lifespan, for goodness sake? Is it not 4 years? God Almighty. Now let me go back. I'm giving you historical backgrounds of things so that you now make your own calculation and analogy. I want to tell you about the Diko affair, Omar Diko. Omar Diko was a Nigerian politician. He was a Fulani, Nigerian politician during the Shagari regime. He stole, he looted money. He's a criminal, as all the politicians in Nigeria are till today. He's a criminal. He seek refuge in when the same the same late Buhari, when he entered power, now all of them ran away. Omar Diko went to England for safety, to eat his money, you know, as we can say, chop his money well, cool-heartedly. Britain took him in, you know, protected him. Now Nigeria also, they involved the service of the Mossad, Israeli secret service. That is why I'm telling you that what happened to our leader, there is a hand of a very powerful nation's intelligence service. Forget about what Nigeria is, what Lai Mohammed and all of them are saying. No. They don't have that capacity. Nothing. Now, Nigeria paid the Mossad to help them do the job of bringing Omar Diko back to Nigeria to face trial. Do you understand? He was the transport minister during the Shagari regime. And they came, they started because, you know, that time there was no internet, at least for the civilians or for the people. They have it in the military, in the high military, Western military, I could say, but not the population. Now the Mossad tried to locate, they located Omar Diko. And even they brought a doctor, a very big doctor. You understand? In order to help them to drug Omar Diko. Anesthesia, you know, all this drug is an expert in it. Okay. Now they took this man, drugged him. When they finally found him, they cornered him because they rented the house opposite where he's living, or where he was living. Omar Diko died in 2014, for your information. Now, when they carried out this thing, everybody, the story is something that almost everybody know about. They tried this rendition, abduction, kidnapping. They drugged him, put him inside a crate, bring Nigerian Airways and told the British government that, look, we are taking out something diplomatically. When you read the detail, they said they don't even have paperwork for what they are taking. And the secretary of Omar Diko, his personal assistant, saw what happened, and he reported to authorities. And Britain gave alerts all over British border, air, land, and sea, to be at alert that there was a high-level rendition, kidnapping. This man is a politician, a very criminal politician that looted funds, that contributed in making Nigeria not to have light, electricity. He was being protected by Britain. Why? Because the act through which Nigeria is going is illegal. That is what, it doesn't matter whether he's a killer, it doesn't matter whether he's this and that. You must go through the law. Extradition law, extradition process, in order to bring him back. That is why there are governments. When governments start acting like terrorist organizations, there is no more credibility. Do you understand? That is why, like the story I told you about Abdullah Öcalan, European governments, they don't ever allow any extraordinary rendition against Öcalan to happen in European soil. Rather, they lured Öcalan down to Kenya, the same Kenya. In Africa, in a toilet, Africa is just like a toilet, a shithole, where you go and flush out, your waste. They say, come here, there is nothing. Everybody know how they behave, who is nothing. And it happened there. This time around, Omar Diko, the Israeli doctor, his name is Shapiro, that drugged Omar Diko. And when they opened the crates at the border, the airport terminal, they saw Omar Diko. They arrested both the Israeli agents and Nigerians. They arrested them. They served jail, they sentenced them to jail. They said, no matter that we know that this man you are carrying is a criminal, but you must go through the process of law. Now, why when he reaches to MAZI CHIKA, what they are saying is, we are going to give a consular assistance. Who do you think they are deceiving? Who do you think they are deceiving? So that just like maybe a drug dealer that is a British drug dealer that is being arrested, he went to carry drug, maybe in Vietnam, and they arrested him and jailed him there. Britain is a British national holding British passport. Britain will give him consular aid. It's normal. It's the right of every national, every citizen. Even if he kills, the person kills, commits the murder, it doesn't matter. They will render the same service. But this one is different. It's extraordinary rendition, whereby he's abducted. No law. They acted like street gangs. They kidnapped extraordinarily. They kidnapped in order to torture, in order to kill, in order to make sure that the person do not even enjoy the procedures of law. And Britain is here telling you, we are going to give him a consular aids. Who is deceiving who? For goodness sake. They should prove us wrong. That's what we are waiting for. They should prove us wrong. But we must continue doing what we are doing in order to make sure, because this, as I said at the beginning, this is a process. Remember what I'm saying here now? Britain, they protected a criminal in their land not to be abducted by Nigeria. And even they caught Omar Diko. You know, they saved him at the airport, took him direct to hospital. He was sick because he was drugged, and revived him. They arrested all those ones. They went further to, you know, the thing became a diplomatic row between Britain and Nigeria. Britain cut every diplomatic ties with Nigeria for 2 years because of this. Not that they carried him home or they succeeded. They didn't succeed. And it became heavy. They have to sentence, or many of them serve from 1 year to 10 years. Some of them served up to 80 years in British jail for doing this thing. But this is something now they are taking light. Who is deceiving who? For you to understand what the consequences of extraordinary rendition, that is what happened. We are not going to take it. I'm telling you honestly, we shouldn't, never, because these people, they cannot take us for granted. This is our leader, our supreme leader. And IPOB is not a terrorist organization, mind you. Our leader is holding British passports. He's a British citizen. That is why I love one thing. One of our one caller said, I think either 2 days ago in one of the broadcasts, either Mazialozi or Ike Peters, that if you are holding your country's foreign countries' passports in Europe and America, you should go and ask the government, please, do I have the same rights that I'm a citizen now, I'm a black man from Africa, but do I have the same right as somebody from Vietnam, but I have the same citizenship? Do I have the same right like him? Do I have the same right as somebody from Brazil, but I have to acquire the citizenship like me? Do I have the same right? There must be reason to do this, honestly, because what is happening? Look at I think one time an Iranian Canadian national, is double citizenship. He was jailed he's holding Iranian passport also with Canadian. He has Canada, he's a citizen of Canada, but he was holding Iranian passport in Iran, and he engaged in political activities, protests, and they caught him, they jailed him. All hell broke loose. Every time you see CNN, oh, release this person. Oh, Iran doesn't have human rights. Oh, this and that. What is in this world? Why this hypocrisy? Why? Our leader now, they are saying, no, Britain is saying we are going to give him, if he apply for help. Chineke kuna ihe ọjọọ. You know what we are doing? We are channeling your emotions into positive actions, because what we are doing is not going to stop. It's not a protest. We protest today, tomorrow. No, we continue. It's continued process. Anything we are going to do, we continue doing it until they must release our leader. It's a hot potato they are holding. Do you know the reason why Sunday Igboho's house was attacked? Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you the reason. Because they felt that the person that they are afraid of, NNAMDI Kanu is the only person that Nigeria is afraid of, the Fulani Caliphate. That okay, they have caged him, they got him. So now they will. Do you think that without our leader being abducted, that they can attack Sunday Igboho? Because they believe that he will cry everywhere, he will go everywhere in order to showcase everything. So now when our leader was caught, they say, okay, the head is we cut the head. Now Igboho, go and destroy there. Do you understand? They killed many people there. And in Enugu, community that sacked Fulani headsmen, now Nigerian military retaliated, came. I know what they will be telling them is, hey, yeah, the person you are making mouth with is in our custody, so we can kill you now. But they are mistaken. They have committed the most blunder. Do you understand? Ocalan was not abducted in any European country, rather from an African country where there is normally no rule of law. An arena where European intelligence service can act with impunity. Now let me ask this question, as our leader used to ask. If all these things will be happening in Africa with impunity, now what is the basis of our clamor? When I mean our black African clamor for human equality with the Europeans, what is the basis? In the case of Omar Odiko, the British government defended a criminal, Omar Odiko, who has a foreign national passport. He's a foreign national because the Nigerian government tried to take him out of UK illegally. Extraordinary rendition. There were consequences in this case. Diplomatic boycott and jailing of those involved in this illegal act. But in our own case, in the case of MAZI CHIKA, is only we are going to give him. We are going to check if he calls us to help. We give him consular aid. What an insult! What an insult! Although we shall see how righteous or hypocritical the British government is as a world leader, the maintainer of the rule of law and human rights activism or activists. They cry every time, shout, they are the human rights, this and that. When we are human, let us see. We are watching to see. Let us see Britain, how is their national, is holding their national. 2015, our leader was holding Nigerian passport. Today, he have denounced Nigerian citizenship. Go to Wikipedia. Type NNAMD'S, MAZI CHIKA, it will tell you he's a Biafran British citizen. Do you understand? There are two things that breed anarchy in a country: impunity and injustice. Impunity and injustice. But these are two. When they, in Nigeria, they will be telling you, "Oh no, there are lack of security, this and that," and you tell them, but there is impunity and injustice. Malami will come and, as a chief the chief justice of the federation, he will come and side the one place, side the Fulani headsmen, be defending them. But he is a chief justice for everybody, and politicians will be acting with impunity, and they are telling you, asking, no, youths should behave themselves. Please, we security. But the source of insecurity in Nigeria is impunity and injustice. What are you talking about? Nigeria is a rogue country that kills for Fulani domination. The same way South Africa apartheid government killed and developed just for the minority white domination. The development, South Africa was developed. Just why they develop it, they were developing it for only the white domination. The same way the Fulani is doing now. There was one clip, I have played it here, it's on YouTube, where he's a Biafran man, he's a journalist, a presenter, talking how beautiful it will be for the, what do you call it, industrialization of northern Nigeria. That is what they are, because he's living in Abuja. He is talking about industrialization of northern Nigeria. It is beautiful, taking the gas from Biafra land now they will industrialize the northern Nigeria, and he's okay with it. Sometimes you see that we are the most stupid. Our people are the most stupid set of people. Primitive, highly primitive. You know what is primitivity? When they give you one post, or they bring you out and give you small money. You see small money, your head will swear. That is a sign of primitivity. People don't understand. Do you know that? It's a sign of primitivity. When you cannot control your emotion. Animals, do you know how wide they bite? Because animals cannot control their emotion. You can hold a squirrel now. You will be holding the head, so that we will be controlling the head. It cannot bite you. Because the whole you are holding him, you know, only the touch. You are not killing him, or maybe you even trying to play with him, but you will not understand. The emotion will tell him that, oh, this person is an enemy, and then anytime, anywhere I turn, is the teeth is buried inside your flesh. The same thing happens to other animals like dogs. Anything you like you, because that is the emotion. You understand? The difference is that human beings, we control our emotions and use it, channel it to something more productive. You understand? You know, the Fulani, they know how to control their emotions. That is why they know when to negotiate. They know when to pay the hostage. They know when to rally around the people. They know when to fight, and they know when to strike.
Not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped, I was beaten, I was spat at, my clothes were ripped from my body, women urinated and poured it on me.
Emotion is what they now put in a compound word: diplomacy. Diplomacy. You know, diplomacy, it can be like when you slap somebody. He will look at you, he laugh and say, oh, I love you. I love you. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. That is diplomacy. That slap you give to the person, he pains him, he want to react, but one man say, take it easy. That control, self-control, say, take it easy. Just, you will do him and he will not know. He will laugh. You laugh, oh, no. This is a very angelic slap. And you laugh. Don't worry, I know you are acting. It's not you acting. You are not acting with your mind. It's only your hand that slapped me. But I know that you are regretting. So you are my brother. Now the person will think that, okay, that you are okay, I'm sorry, okay, sorry. Now, but when he turn around, you use knife and stab him at the back. Fatal one. You use diplomacy, self-control in order to deceive him. That is what the Fulani, that is one thing they possess. You understand? And that is civilization. Do you know that? Primitivity is when they hit you, you act without even reasoning. Even if what you are acting in will spoil your life forever, you don't care. Once you act it, you are just removing that adrenaline that time. Once it goes out, now your eye will open. Maybe the repercussion, you will bear it all the days of your life. That is why some people they kill. You know, for something that they are not supposed to. Maybe their wife, they provoke them, you know, that they kill. And now when they are spending their life in jail, they will be regretting, because they didn't effect self-control. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is this, that our people, we should know all these tactics. What we are building up in IPOB is for everybody to act in your way, but we have a common focus. The time of demonstration is protest, a heavy one all over the world, and even in Biafra, it doesn't matter. The whole of Nigeria is coming. Any other way also to send the message, you can do it. But what we are doing, because we are trying to make sure that we put everything towards one goal, not anarchy. That, who are you to command me? Who are you? That is, if it is that, is no more, you are no more in the line. You understand? So what I'm talking about is the issue at hand, the situation, the current situation at hand. Our leader is abducted in Kenya. for you to know that it didn't start today. Kenya it has happened before. One Turkish man, one freedom fighter, he was abducted in Kenya, Abdullah Öcalan. So when they come to tell you that, oh, it is not us, this and that, it's okay, bring your proof. When you know that no proof, what any proof? Yeah, we could no camera, no. Nah. Oh, okay. Did you see me? Did you catch me? Play logic until you bring the proof and show him. If you have proof, there we fall. Say, okay, the language will change. Do you understand? So, what we are passing through today, we should know this. It is part of the process. All of us should be engaged in this process in one way or the other, because our leader should never stay there. The first thing that overrides everything is that he was kidnapped. That is extraordinary rendition. It is against the law. That is number one thing. Any other thing that even if he kill, that law have overridden, he should be brought back. Government should not be acting like criminals. Then why is it a government? He's enjoying many resources. The government of a country is enjoying many things internationally and nationally. So you should act with responsibility. Look at Lai Mohammed going solo as telling people that, look, our leader MAZI Kanu is going on wearing flashy clothes and staying in 5-star hotels. Just look at a government of gossip. Just look at. One thing, let me tell you what is happening. The people that are giving them all these ideas, they are Igbo people. All our own people. What happened during the war? It is the Igbos, it is the Biafrans themselves that we are using defeating Biafrans. It is something plain today, because they always say, we know how it is our people, we know how they reason, we know their mentality. Just tell them that, look at his clothes. You are contributing money, and he's living in always living, going on 5-star hotel. And as average Igbo man, so one come and that is, they want to puncture that your sensitivity. Do you understand what is happening? Nigeria, they are using mind game. They know how, they believe that the Igbos are many Biafrans are so primitive. They are so primitive. There was a clip MAZI Alozie played before. I have seen that clip several times. He played it when a Fulani man in the 1950s, before independence, in London, we are saying that we Northerners will discriminate against the Southerners because they are not Muslims, and we shouldn't be with them. You understand? And you see the Ghana man also that basically, I'm a Christian, I love everybody. How can you love those that hate you? These are deception brought in by the white man. They never love their haters. They hate those that hate them. But they tell you, love those that hate you, and we accept it. Fulani will kill our people in the north, behead them, use the head to do trophy, as in the case of Ajidi and Akaloka. And they will say, okay, it's still Igbo delegates. They go, for the interest of peace and unity, please, let this type of thing happen again. We continue enduring, and the bully continue pursuing us. It will never stop until we turn around and say, look, it is either today or never. Either now or never. I will face my bully. That is what MAZI Kanu did. And that is why the Fulani Caliphate, they are terrified of him. Only person they are terrified of is MAZI CHIKA EDOZIEM. They don't see all these Biafra politicians. They don't see them as human beings. They see them as objects. People that only money controls them. Only money and political position controls them. So they don't see them as anything. That is why you see how they speak. All of them, the politicians of Biafran extraction. Look at how they speak. Except Abaribe. Look at how they talk. Because there's a way, there is a line that we cross in speaking. Their Fulani master will invite them, say, hey, it's jail direct. Because it's them that make them. Is it not? Is it not? He said he's a Fulani that Northern has made him what he is today. Do you see it? One Nigeria. So what is going on, what our leader passed through is illegal. It's not only illegal, it's criminal. It's a criminal act taken to a country that is not having their passports. Had it been he was even abducted and taken back to UK, where whose passports he is in possession of, it would have been a bit palatable. Look at how Britain defended Omar Udiko. To the extent it became, even they made big problem out of it. They cut diplomatic relations for 2 years because of this episode. They were protecting a criminal. Why? They say, if you think that this man is a criminal, that we are now, we go through the law, the process of extradition. Tell us formally, inform us. Now we will judge him here. We will bring him to the court and judge him here so that he will have a fair trial. Because we know that in your country you have death penalty. You can torture in Nigeria. And Britain cannot extradite any person to a country that tortures or has capital punishment, death penalty. But in this case, they don't, all these things, they don't think about it again. No rule of law again for Britain. People that are championing human rights everywhere. Oh, you do this. Oh, what is in this Burma, Myanmar? Oh, this person must be released. Oh, this they are championing. They are citizen with a British passport was kidnapped in a criminal gangsterism manner in a third country and taken back to a country that he doesn't have, is not in possession of their passport, and all they could say is, we are going to give him a consular aid. Don't you smell a rat? We are watching. The whole world is watching. This is where I'm going to stop, because I would like our people to call. But please, there is something I want to tell or let our people understand. If you call, please, and you are talking, once you hear, thank you very much. Please do not is that time or this year okay, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Now you start again afresh. That thing that is used to pain me. There are many people that used to do it, and there are people I used to salute. Somebody like Emeka Indianapolis. He's a very, once you tell him okay, thank you, he will tell you okay, thank you very much. You very civilized. I love that, honestly. I call his name because I know it. He's doing that in every platform he calls. That is how he behaves. Some other people, when you say thank you, it's that time now they want to start. What we are doing, you know, here we are teaching ourselves civility, discipline. That is what we are teaching ourselves, you know, so that we cannot be shouting of this and that. Now we are holding it. We are committing all those acts of indiscipline directly. If you don't know, in others, the radio stations, they will just simply cut you off. But here, most of the time, we don't do it. So don't take advantage. You know, many a times you tell our people will shout, hey, our problem in Biafra land is our politicians. Those that are politicians. And sometimes I reason this, I say, I laugh. I used to ask myself, I say, these politicians we accuse, where do they come from? Are they not the same set of people they are from us? They didn't fall from planet Pluto or Neptune. No. So the problem we are having is we. It's not only the politicians, because if Okorocha died today, or any of the politicians go, another one will enter. The small ones that are coming up, read their mindset. They will become worse even. Okay, what about in our villages? Those that are pointing, selling just for 5,000, they'll sell you for you to be killed. Are they politicians? Sometimes let us be basic. Let us go back to the real cause. It's not only politicians, because some of us that are shouting out politicians, just put them in a little position. Now you see the character. Give him small thing, hey, now you see the character. So sometimes I refuse to just blame the politician. It's the character that is in the people. That is, because these politicians, they come up from the people. They are not different from the character of the people. That is it. In the villages, those that are reporting, giving information to our enemies, though there are people in the villages that Fulani headsmen used to buy with only just one only one piece of meat. Maybe they'll be. I've said it here one time in news. I think in Ebony State, only meat, because every time if you go the Fulani, they will cut some meat and give to him. He will be giving information about our people, and they will be going and abduct. Are they governors? Those people, are they governors? They are even miserable more than anything, but they are still in their miserability. They are worse than anything. Do you see why I say that it is the character of the people that brings the type of politicians they have? do you understand? I will stop here, please. I will open my lines, but before I do that, I will go into a few minutes break. When I come back, I will open.
Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me.
328-6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp line is +61 405 142-547. I repeat, +61-405-142-547. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Welcome to the program. Please go on.
Yeah, Mr. Jonathan Shined, may God bless you. My name is Mr. Shukuri. I'm calling all the way from Switzerland. I'm from Oka province, Biafra land. May God protect our leader in the gym of the enemy and give him more wisdom and courage to be there with them and defeat them. And may God protect Biafrans all over the world. And now that our leader is in to be with us and give us the wisdom even to fight more than when our leader is out. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. So Jonathan, what he said is true. I think that thing you are talking about, Omar Diko, I think I was in Onisha by then, 1984. He did the same Buhari. Buhari is a wish to Nigeria. You know, it's because of this UK case, Magnet Tasha banned us from entering UK without visa. You know, before we are entering UK with visa, is when this UK case rise up. And Magnet Tasha say, okay, because they allow us to be entering without visa. Now we can enter there to kidnap somebody. Then they put ban on every Nigerian. Before you go into UK, you must go to embassy and seek for visa. Before we are not going to UK with the visa. So this going now to UK with the visa, Buhari is also the cause. So this man called Buhari, I think is a devil. I don't know where he come from. And if you see this woman called Catherine Ryan, you know, the attack of our leader to her making her to run away. You know, for a long time you don't hear her. She said she went to holiday to run away. I believe what he said. I suspect that she's the one who planned these things. Because since then she said he went to holiday, no one see her until our leader was captured. Now today I see her again with this one I call Malami and the Fulani Caliphate in circle in one table. They are discussing about he's now a member of Nigerian Parliament. They are discussing of how to do Nigerian fuel hike on this and that. This is what they are discussing there. I begin to think. So now our leader is captured. This woman is back again because he's missing for more than a month or nearly a month. But he's back again today. So what I want to contribute at this time, you know, our leader always say that any day somebody will touch him, that the world will see how aggressive we are. So these people that have been adopted our leader, let us show them that it is our leader that is bringing us down, not to act. And that is true. All the things we want to do, our leader is the one who is telling us to wait, that this is not the time. So my contribution is, now that our leader is not there, let the IPOB worldwide come out now and act more pressure. Let us begin to do that thing that our leader is wishing us not to do. Let us start with this those at home called politicians that is killing us, selling us, butchering us for their political position and for their stomach. Because if you don't fight them and fighting the Fulani, it's like our people say Nana Hapu here. Hey, you cannot leave those people and be fighting your enemy, because that is where our enemy starts. Those governors, ministers, senators, and this and that, they are if we win them. If you look at how Fulanis are talking, Fulanis are not talking of them, because Fulani know that they are not. Fulani is only talking about our leader and the indigenous people of Biafra. And if they want to make reference, they say, okay, look at your Hanese. Hanese is a champion of one Nigeria. Look at our governors, they are with us, they are one Nigeria. Look at all the senators, all the local government, they are with the ministers, they are with us, one Nigeria. It's only this little Ipob people that is calling for separation. So these people I mentioned now, they are the schools the Fulanis are giving to international community, that our governors are with them, our senators are with them, our leaders are with them, our traditional leaders are with them. That is only us. Little children is disturbing, and all these people are not with them. So this is my contribution today. So, okay, yeah, thank you and God bless you. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm not going to thank you. Man, just no best. I want to do at the top. Let I keep my phone. Right, Jonathan. Okay, can you? Yes, my Jonathan. My Jonathan Jishike. My Jonathan Jishike. My Jonathan. Oh, the Chukwezuka. One nigga working out. My Jonathan Jishike. My Jonathan, I never know you want to say at the water. My Jonathan Jishike. My Jonathan, you will see Biafra. Biafra all over the world. I saw women there in the ticket. All from the ticket, Jamatika. I think we will be another big Berono. Biafra all over the world. There is not arrested. There is kidnapped. There is adopted from Kenya. And listen, Biafra all over the world. All these governors were there for Biafra. All these governors were there. Every Biafra were there for America. Biafra went all over the world. Now it is the time. Now this governor, now this agent, now this just leader, were there for our land. Yeah. Now they organize, make them kill our only savior. The whole world can up to make sure that we are not exist. So we will not just, we are the leadership of IPOP. You must remain, you must know what in mind. The whole world don't want us to stay. Therefore, you people must remain resolute. You people must make sure that you don't lead into problems just before God, because this time, if the world want make the kids, make the world shut down, all these governors wait there for God, we will protect all of them. Just any hair that come out for our leader head, any Fulani that come out our leader head, do not Fulani will exist on this planet Earth. My name is Ekwechuka. I'm from home, I want to province Biafra land. They come from our province Biafra land. Biafra all over the world. Listen, the creator took what he can do all this earth. And the world has the government of the pretend we are giving you 24 hours from today. Otherwise, it's still Biafra there. We burn it down. Let Fulani will exist on this planet. The money there. All 24 hours for 6 minutes. That's a gap now. I will ask you to what I was. You will come to any government that come out from 24 hours from today. We must have to drop. The government Biafra all over the world. Exodus chapter 23, verse 13 from verse 1 to 8. Fairness and justice. Let the United Nations hear it now. You see Jeremiah chapter 11 from verse 1 to 8. You see Second Maccabees chapter 10. Reference in the Second Maccabees chapter 10.
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you very much. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Irrespective of your time zone, I'm going to be brief, Pastor Jack on the line. But Jonathan, first of all, thank you for explicitly breaking everything down for our people to understand what is going. Personally, just like you said, your own is just speculation. Personally, I have conviction that British plan and perfected what just happened. My opinion. I'm not even saying you can say speculation, but I have that conviction. And just like you said, they will always not want European country to have a say. So let it not look as if it is in their country that they violated international law. And you know what? They make the law. In the secret, they will practice another thing. And they will be preaching the same law to you. As long as you did not catch them, as long as you could not present any proof about this whole issue, you will not be able to allege them. Just like you say, they are the people, these people are the people. If you need, they not say, if our leader need our help, they should write them. Immediately the arrest was immediately that would allow him to place a statement that it wasn't them. So I don't know if I'm still coming out.
People, they think that as we are black people, that we are all apes, orangutan. Just talk to them and give them banana.
Exactly. They thought we don't know anything. Immediately after the statement was released by FGM, Katuna line that have been in the contraction, we had hundreds and thousands of people we are killed without making any statement. No, without calling Nigeria to order, how to immediately release statement that Britain has nothing to do with the arrest. Let me ask you people that they may read from them. If they commit it, will they come and tell you? Since that time till now, have federal government stated how our leader was abducted? No. And British is denying. Of course. So that they will not, so that the world will not see that they are behind it. But we Biafrans know. To cut the long story short, why our legal team will do what they have to do? Let IPOB begin the worldwide protest. Our mind is being already made up or prepared by our leader before this time. The major reason why we have not been on rampage all the while is still because of our leader. If a Boko Haram, if a terrorist can come to die for what is not reasonable, how much more people like us fighting for freedom, for our future and the future of our great grandchildren to come, and the future of the entire Biafra? Why would we die for that? We are to hit the street of the world over, including Nigeria. We will make it uncomfortable for them. Why they are going to court to do other things? We will make the Nigeria uncomfortable for everybody. We are willing and ready to die. You know, since they have adopted our leader, I think they did an arrangement. Now they have preempted us. They are waiting for action that will be taken by IPOB all over the world. We will hit the streets. It's not just one day. We will continue the protest continuously that our leader is being released. Another thing, if something happened to our leader, they should already know, because we have already positioned ourselves in this struggle. Call rain, call shine, Biafra will come. And for those of them that may be rejoicing that they will do an election, if you have an election in Biafra land, except there's no longer living being in Biafra land, all of you that also, that thing you people want, you will see it. And they are looking at us to see what we are going to do. And surely we will show them that Biafra are millions, and we will take action. The white people cannot deceive us. They are no more later than Biafra. They can be later than other African people, other black African, but not Biafra. That thing they want, we will give to them. British liaise with Kenya. It will only happen in Kenya. Obama is in Kenya. And the Kenya government is the same thing with Obama. They're the same thing. And you're here coming to tell us rubbish. We are children. No. We will take the bull by the horn. Anything they want. They like. They have destroyed Igbo houses and others, trying to cow and intimidate everybody. So like they kill people. They don't fight defending, condemning us and defending killers and terrorists. If you are part of them, that thing you people seek, you will see it. We will not relent and we will engulf Nigeria in fire. Pastor Jonathan, thank you very much.
Thank you. There were my brother. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program.
Yes, I can hear you, MAZI Jonathan. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Simon. I am calling from Ameria, Spain. Simon is from Umaka.
MAZI, can you raise your voice, please?
Can you hear me now, please?
Yes, of course, of course.
Okay, thank you, thank you. I hope we had my name mentioned. I want to inform you, please check either the microphone cable or the cable that connected to the speaker, because you are having a partial contact. The sound do break or do sometimes do horn like you know. So just pay attention. Well, fellow Biafrans, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good morning, no matter your time is on, anyway you are residing. This is the time, if you remember the broadcast of our leader, May 16, he said we are in a state of war. So in a war, a lot of things happen. This is part of it. Our leader is prepared and prepared mentally to be abandoned by anybody even before 2014 to 2015, before this time. So anything that is going on now, what we need is just to pay attention. We should not behave or act like what, or behave like what our enemy think we are. We are not terrorists. We are not mad people. The arrest of our leader is nothing that something that will bring us to the victory. This is, we are heading to the final end of this struggle. One thing I know is this: any move, any step the Zoo Nigerian government make is devil alternative, like as our leader said. In this struggle, NNAMDI Kanu is game master, he's the actor, he's the boss. He played the film Nigeria, jump on it. One thing we got to do now is this: how are you taking your campaign? What arsenal do you have? How do you prepare it? How are you getting ready for this phase? Because you know the Zoo, they will measure you, bully you. The next thing they will come and tell you to subdue, to bribe you, to give you offer, to divert your attention. But we are remaining focused. We are marching. We are continuing, and we are not backing down. If Nigeria government wants it in peace, we give them in peace. They want it in pieces, we give them in pieces. But brothers and sisters, I know you have right to say anything, to come to radio to talk, but I think your action must speak louder than your talk. Like some of us that grew up in Russia will know the way they behave. They say, "Я рыба, я открыт рот, как рыба. Я не говорит, я говорит, просто я открыт рот, как рыба. I'm a fish, I speak, but I open my mouth, I speak." When you want to do something, talk less and act more. MAZI, this fight we are in, it is ABAB, but our enemy can never win us.
Of course.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Our people should remain calm and what the directive. Our leader is not here now. What our authority and the directive we have now is the threat of state. And I will encourage every one of them to make up time to be coming up updates. You know the way our leader has programmed our people. They need,
my brother, you know, many people might not understand what is happening. Many of these, many of our people, many of the leadership, they hardly sleep. You can be in meeting for 8 hours. It's not easy. So, but we must.
I know it's not easy. You know the way that our leader have programmed them. Yes. They need somebody to be guiding them, telling them this, you know, so that they will not run out. You understand? You know, most people cool down because of things they hear from our leader. You know, you can understand our people now.
Of course.
You know, so that's why, you know,
of course.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you. Our signal is also on. It's okay, on and working. MAZI okay foreign. Call on signal. Can you hear me? Mazi, okay, are you there?
I'm hearing you. Can you hear me?
The whole world is hearing. Very clear. Go on. Call from Signal, please. Go on.
Yeah, my beloved comrade, Kajad1, Megalo, Mazi, I see the men chronic and I hear from Omak all the province of Biafra land. Onion do Mazim Nandi Okukalo, or members of Shugu Prezu. We appreciate you and I greet you and all your leadership, all the fanaticals, men of valor, radicals.
Hello?
This is how we lead
Caller
all
on
of us.
WhatsApp, please. Hold on, I'll come to you. Caller on WhatsApp. Hold on.
Mazi, this is not time. It's not time of too much talking. It's time of actions. Mazi, Onion do say there are two types of madness: Akla, Ara, and Akla. You know the difference between Akla and Ara. That hell is in that hell they're talking about is in Nigeria. And if they don't release our warning as soon as possible, that hell will get loose. Mazi, let me tell you, and I challenge every Biafrans all over the world, especially our intelligent people. Mazi, do you see this Catherine online? Mazi, do you know that since 2016, British warship is in Kenyan Sea? Let our people verify. It's verifiable. Since 2006, British warship is in sea in Kenya, and they brought it, they left it there. And you know this warship, it doesn't go back without accomplishing the purpose. This is why British is pretending that we know what they are doing, Maz. We are watching all of them. Maz, we are watching. We don't believe in too much talking now. Everybody should go and get prepared. Guide your Leon very, very well. Whatever you know you can do, this particular time, let us do it and make sure that, as they said, we are marked for complete extermination. It cannot happen. Ayabro Sisi, they are dealing with women, but let them remember one thing. Since our dragon flag has gone up, it will never, only the say it cannot come down, and that thing they have, we have it. Our ESN is there. We are watching, because this 26th March is like 200 years in my IO. A body that we under command and control, waiting. There are radicals, there are fanaticals everywhere now. And what happened to Sunday Boho? Mazindi Boneko Kusine EU Richard onye etiti onye osoya buy na onye etiti. They have seen it. If the although the words will be told by 2017, when these people went to NNAMDI'S, killed 80 people, plus the ones they wasted on the road, the one they buried in shallow grave, in borehole, pour acid. Will our people, will they ever believe it? This is why when the OJK will say, you see that we are talking, this is evil, this is the evil we are talking about. And they come to you about what they are trying to tell all of us, that we are actually Islamite, don't have a web in Nigeria. But we shall see how it will go. Biafrans all over the world, whatever you know, you occultic people, we are calling all of you sins. You kidnapper, bring you robbers, stop wasting your time, come and use it and fight for your motherland now. We don't believe in talking. Let us guide ourselves and get that. Is our right. It's not a privilege, and we must get it. Maz, I leave it here. I remain for night. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Okay, foreign. As I said before, my signal now is up and running. You know, so you can call. The signal line is +61 405 142 547. You can call it. And when you call, I will accept, and you call back. Okay. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on. Are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here, my brother.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. This is OJM, calling from Mikoto land.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much. It has been a very sad day. You can feel it from my voice. Since the very day our leader was being arrested, I've never been myself, you know. So I've tried to figure out things and the plan of the Nigerian government. This have shown to us that the way we are taking things is not the way they are taking it. You know, it's so unfortunate that it has happened this way. MAZI Kanu have put a lot of sacrifice today. That is why many of our families can boast of going to the farms. Many of our commercial drivers, they can boast of passing our road without anybody harassing them or collecting money from them. So I think this is a very big challenge. This is like a game of chess where you can sacrifice anything to get the king. And once the king is being challenged, which means the game is finished. Now our king has been how do I put it? Have been guided up. Let me use that word. He has been guided up this time. So this is the time for us now to pay our own sacrifice. Now, this is the time now for us to prove to the world that yes, Nnamdi Kanu is not the kind of a man that will be pushed around. It's not the kind of a person that should be pushed around. So we must now pay the sacrifice. All of us must make up our mind on how to come out now and tell the Nigerian government that not only Nnamdi Kanu that is what we want our freedom. That thing that we want now is what we must let them know. And the big heads, because the way the things is now, they have introduced the system of high-grade kidnapping, because you cannot go and kidnap people from another country. Now they have introduced another system.
Let me say this. Nigeria don't have the capacity of doing this. They always employ other foreign superpowers. That is what they do. That is why I say speculatively, Britain's hand is there. You understand?
Mazi,
at the time of Omar Odiko, they used the Mossad, that is Israeli intelligence service. Nigeria don't have the capacity to do that. Never. Go on.
Mazi, let me tell you, there is no way you can rule out Britain in this attack. There is no way you can rule them out in this attack. There is no way, because they perfected it for the Nigerian government. There is no way you can rule them out, because this pressure was on. It was not a few months ago. They were trying to grant the Biafrans asylum. So what warranted the asylum? Was it not because of the struggle? I don't know if you understand me now. We are all in the field. We are playing the ball. But what I'm trying to say is that they have proved intelligence. So right now we have to go underground and prove the self-intelligence with high pressure to prove that the person that is with them is not like the other one. This is with the king, is with them. I don't know if you understand the point I'm coming from, my lord.
I do.
The king is with them. Yeah, so it is now time for us to gather ourselves in any which way we can and prove to the world.
The shaking is coming. The soon shaking war. The soon shaking war. The soon world shaking event is coming. Biafra, we all over the world.
Mazi, you know, just one point I want to bring out is it is time for kidnapping, high-ranking kidnapping. It's not time for killing people again. Not time for killing. We need big heads. I think we have 4 or 5 big heads. We can now start to this court issue that okay, we start to negotiate head for Nnamdi Kanu. When we have 4 or 5 head of their head with us, I think we start to show them up.
Thank you.
Start to talk. They will not agree to bring. Everybody has said they will release Nnamdi Kanu. We need big head now in our custody.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That is very simple. Thank you, my lord.
Thank
I
you.
agree with you. I'm very angry. I'll be very down.
Everybody
I'm
is
sick.
It's not everything we come on air we talk about anyway.
Yes. It's not everything we talk about. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Hello. Can you hear me, sir?
The whole world is listening. Please go on.
Yes, my name is Boss Promise, calling from Lagos.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, I'm grateful of what you people are doing. I'm so happy for the good job that you people are doing. You people are doing very wonderful well. And for the work that our leader NNAMDI'S is doing, he's doing wonderful. I commend him. I hope him haven't
Mazi, please let me correct something. We should not be using the fake words arrest. They didn't arrest our leader. What they committed is extraordinary rendition. That is high level of kidnapping, abduction. They acted like guns. You understand? So if we follow them, be talking of arrest, it is to our own detriment. Go on.
Honestly, you know what I want to say is that Mazi, everybody is not happy right now. Everybody is bleeding, because these people have proved to us that all the Biafrans, even the Oduduwa, that we are nothing. But we thank God for the Chukwu Kadiama who has started this work, and we know that we are approaching to somewhere. Mazi, you see what I am seeing in this matter now. We are not going to take it again by the way they did it before, by adjoining the case until 2 years. This time around is the same hand they want to bring, but we are not going to allow them. We need to do something as a matter of urgency. You know, Mazi, protest has to begin because it is now. But I believe that is a time. If we don't start something now, there is a time that we may not be able to rise up again. And that time it may be too late. What I want to say, Mazi, that things have to begin, and they will know that we are late. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are not prohibiting anybody from doing anything. Anyway, caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan. Good morning over here.
Welcome to the program.
I'm Chisom by name. Yeah, I'm Chisom by name. My own opinion is that there's no smoke without fire, and all of us from beginning has known the interest of Britain in Nigeria, and we know what they can do. They have believed to destroy every person to make.
Mazi, are you still there?
Yes,
Mazi, can you hear me?
No, call on direct line. Please hold on. I'll come to you. Call on WhatsApp. Go on.
Thank you.
Okay, their interest is what they want. Even though every person die in that country, or for our struggle, they don't care. All they care is their interest. Our place is their farmland. Our place is their company. So whatever they can trade to destroy our place, they are ready to do it. They are ready to do it. I'm trying to tell our illegal team, the IPOB legal team, they should stand strong and fighting it the way they are fighting it. We that on ground will be doing the one we are going to do with anything, any information, and let people come out. We need more solidarity for our leader, more solidarity, because when we stop doing, even online and everywhere, they will know that we have. They will say they have come. Of us should stand up. Injury one, injury all. Injury one, injury all. If 2017 that people come out and support when they come invade our leader house, this one that happened now may not happen. This one that happened now may not happen. So people should come out. When it affect this man today, you didn't talk. It will affect you tomorrow. It's not because of Mazi Nnamdi. We are not standing for Mazi. We are standing for ourselves. We are standing for ourselves, not because of him. Because of ourselves, because he is there because of us. He left in comfort zone because of us. He left everything because of us. So every person, the whole Africa, this is beyond Biafra or beyond Nigeria. This is the whole Africa. If we want the African continent to develop, every African has to stand up now and condemn this injustice, and condemn this adoption, and condemn this criminality now, not tomorrow. Because they believe in Africa is where they shit. That's why Donald Trump, all of them will go and start begging money for little Japan. In little Japan, the whole Africa will go there to beg money. How many Europeans have we seen in our country sweeping streets? We never see them in our country sweeping streets. But our own people, even our age mothers are in Europe, they cannot come back. What the hell? Where are we sleeping? People should come out. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and remember bless. Caller on direct line, Maz, welcome to the program. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi.
Go on, the platform is yours.
Okay, can you hear me? Can I go ahead?
Go on.
Oh, thank you, Mazi. Thank you. God bless you, Mazi Jonathan. My name is Mazi Malugo Onyejaka.
I am the national PRO of Ipob here in United States of America, and I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I am from Amibo. Amibo in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King of Popo. I thank you, MAZI, again, and I thank MAZI NNAMDI'S Kanu. Yes, please, I am calling on all the Biafrans. I am calling on all the lovers of freedom. I am calling on all those people that know, people who know that Nigeria, is not running good. People who hate the injustice in Nigeria, people who are taking for freedom. I'm calling upon you to stand up, because this is the appropriate time that God has destined for this thing to happen. Yes, you cannot blame anybody but yourself if you stay home and then you do not do anything. You cannot blame anybody if you stay and then still thinking that this is politics that we are playing. There is a reason for this, and this is that appointed time. It is God that knows that it is this time. So what you have to do is come out and show how you hate Nigeria. If everything that is going on in Nigeria, you don't like it, this is the time for you to show it. If you don't like the fact that you do not have electricity in Nigeria, you have to show it now. If you do not like the fact that the politicians are using you and there is no employment, you finish university and you don't have anything to show for it, you have to come on board now. If you know that the road, that you don't have any road, there is no international airport, even good hospital, there's no hospital at all. If you know that, then stand up now. And if you hate the atrocities and the looting and the abomination that is committed by these gangsters, these old primitive people, these useless, hopeless people that have ganged themselves up so that they can just stay your destiny. If you don't like it, come and stand with NNAMDI'S Kanu. You know what NNAMDI'S Kanu stands for. NNAMDI'S Kanu is not all about him. NNAMDI'S Kanu has never said that, oh, this is about me. Because if it's about NNAMDI'S Kanu have done what NNAMDI'S Kanu is supposed to have done and have been having a good life. But this is the man that has put his life online so that it will be well with you. So that is the reason why I am calling upon you. You are a Biafran child. You are an Oduduwa child. You are a child from the middle belt. You know exactly what your parents have gone through. You know that your parents have been killed. Your brothers and sisters have been killed in one way or the other. You've been uprooted from your own family. You are living in refugee camp now. I am talking about the people from the southern Kaduna. I am talking about the people from the Zamfara. You know that the students, you people have been kidnapped. Your brothers and sisters have been kidnapped in school, and then you are paying ransom to gangs of the Fulani jihadists, of which somebody is negotiating for them. If you know about this and you don't want it to happen again, this is an opportunity. Because this opportunity is opportunity for everybody. Everybody is coming together now. It is all the youth who have never seen anything good in Nigeria. These are the youth that are coming together in order just to fight this fight. So I am calling upon you. You are the youth of that contraction called Nigeria. This is that time that God have appointed for your life to change. So you have to stand by, because we can never let this God-given, time to go in vain. We must surely come up. We must rally around. We must just wait for an order, because something is going to happen. Something they have never expected that will happen is going to happen. So I am calling upon you, just for you to stand your ground. Know that this is that time that God have changed, time God have given to you for all your life to change. Everything that you have been asking for, everything that you have been praying for, God have answered your prayer. And this is through them kidnapping NNAMDI'S Kanu. So you have to come and show it. You are somebody from Oduduwa. Look at what they did to Sunday. Look at them at the same time, for them to tell you that there's nothing you can do. NNAMDI'S Kanu, they went and then they kidnapped NNAMDI'S Kanu. Then they went after Sunday at the same time. If you are a Yoruba person and they think that, oh, this doesn't concern you, look at what they have done to Sunday. Look at how they went over there and they killed people. Planted all the guns they planted over there. Kidnapped their wife. And then you are still there playing politics. So, well, we're going to see what is going to happen. This is the case, our case against them. This is the case of the youth, Nigerian youth. That is the youth in that contraction. This is the case against the politicians. And that is what we are fighting for. So I am calling upon you, please, for you just to come. If you are here in America and you have seen what we are doing, this is not about Biafra or Nigeria or what. This is about the human rights. This is about the human dignity. This is about the preservation of your life.
and this is what we are fighting for. So we are calling up for you because we are going to have a mass rally in Washington DC, and we are going to have mass rally all over the world. We have to going to have mass rally all over the world, so you have to be prepared, so that when that time comes, when we say march, everybody will march. So all the children, everybody in Biafra land, and all the people, all the youth in Nigeria, get ready. Get ready. This is that time, that revolution. The revolution is starting. So get ready and do what you have to do. So, Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. Remain blessed too. Caller on. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there, Mazi? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan.
Welcome to the program. Welcome. Before you go on, please, can I read just something? You know, updates on meeting with Mazi NNAMDI'S today being the 2nd of July. You know, my client, Mazi NNAMDI'S, was actually abducted. It's confirmed. This is directly from our legal team. They met with Mazi, our Onyendu. Mazi NNAMDI'S was actually abducted by the ACOST Kenya Special Police Force on the 18th of June 2021 at their international airport, and consequently taken to an undisclosed residence under dehumanizing conditions. He was tortured and subjected to all forms of inhuman treatment, which worsened his health condition. He was illegally detained for 8 good days in Kenya before being transferred to their Nigerian counterparts. So this is a confirmation. He was purportedly investigated on a bogus charge while in their custody, ostensibly awaiting to be handed over after their findings proved him innocent of all the spurious allegations. They later beckoned on their Nigeria counterpart to take over. Kenya government was deeply involved in the abduction, detention, and ill treatment of my clients before the illegal handover to their Nigerian counterpart. A scan of his heart showed that the heart has enlarged by 13% due to the dehumanizing treatment meted on him. There will be need for immediate proper medical examination and attention for him. Mazi NNAMDI'S conveyed his goodwill message to all IPOB family members worldwide and craved for your relentless prayers. We are going back to the court for the needful. Other details cannot be entertained here. His fortified legal team will address these infractions at the proper forum as we progress. Other details on our legal strategy may not be made public. Barrister Ejiofor. Mazi, go on.
Jonathan, good afternoon from here. My name is Mazi Emeka. I'm calling from the Police USA. Mazi, thank you for your work. Mazi, honestly speaking, this article you just read now supposed to be boiling every Biafra now. Kenya, because our people, Biafrans, in Igbo especially, we don't exercise our power again. We only exercise our power among ourselves. When I'm in Asia with Kenya embassy, that four people can go to Kenya embassy. Imagine corrupt because of those useless corrupt African people. Have we had the 100 million naira bounty that the corrupt Fulani government that doesn't know nothing? If anybody that see Mazi NNAMDI'S and Africa, Kenya, hungry people now fall for it. Nobody want look at the way I analyze it. Mazi, this thing is going to our people living in diaspora. I have a passport. Mazi, the kind of thing I do, I meet with different company men every day, CEO every day. Mazi, even though you carry an American passport, so far you come from Africa, you cannot be the same. Even people that were born here, they can have small reference. Okay? But like you said, even this Mazi NNAMDI'S is a white small boy. I think America use the first one to go to outside Nigeria and rescue one individual. It's bigger than the country. Because if anything happens to Mazi NNAMDI'S, look at the way they beat our leader. And Fulani, I see a heavy tsunami protest between Biafra and Oduduwa around the world, and the Nigerian embassy protest should not be a play thing anymore. Somebody is fighting for your own freedom. Then you go and say United Nations, and this useless Nigeria, they connect 1960 something 3 times, and now they think that because they give MKO when world is still in darkness, they kill Kinsarawa when we are still small, and now they think they can do it again. Fulani, I beg everybody will know where all these politicians children dey. When they get the contact one by one, I'll go. Or in my own village today, they change the police checking point. Everybody should be used to rise up now. Not that they will give you, they should give you a command. Take command by yourself. Go home. Go network. Anywhere in the world, make your network. In my hometown today, no police checkpoint anywhere. We are angry, man. See, read this thing, you read again. Continue reading it. For see a man lost his father, lost his mother, destroy his house, destroy our men, kill his counsel. His counsel is in abroad and come back home. When they call his man, hope of them kill a counsel, and they think what to do is good. Any country, we have to go to jail. Any country. And this tsunami protest between Oduduwa and Biafra should be every Nigerian embassy shut down. Let me show you Sabo that want to renew their passport to go to Nigeria. So Sabo, one of our brothers used to call Masanozie in Texas. He said, Sabo, when this thing go fall, you say you don't go enjoy America when you day. You don't go enjoy any country when you day. Because that is you embassy go renew your passport. You go say renew. Or fire that fools up. These people think us. These people don't know that one day they will become old. If you become old, are you going to? They didn't treat you right when you are young. Is it when you become old? They'll throw you in a nursing home. And they think if people don't have sense. Man, I'm new in this country, but I can tell you, I know road, I know this. Going on this country more than the old men that have been here more than 40 years. I don't support this movement. I used to be in Asia. There's many of our friends in Asia in prison since over 15 years till today. Or 4 years, MAZI CHIKA came out that want to come and establish our accusation so that all those who border around the world can come back. And somebody say they will give 21st century. Nigerians too understand say everybody from abroad get confirmed for her. When the time come, make we see the way Dino Malaye, shamelessly old man, taking picture. They fail to understand that this American is taking picture everywhere, posting on social media that you use form youth saying the type of anointing. It's a fellow man that fight for this country, America, the same way Martin Kanu and MAZI CHIKA is fighting to liberate the land so that people come and take picture. The way shameless senator is taking picture in America. When that time come, you go run without your picture. Thank you, Master. Let me drop it here.
Thank you very much, Mazi Emeka. Thank you. We must continue. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Hello, Mazi Jonathan. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yes.
Caller on WhatsApp, please hold on. I'll come to you. Caller on WhatsApp. Hold on. I'll come to you. Go on. Caller on direct line. Go on.
Okay. Okay. It is me, Mazi Evans. I'm calling from Enugu in Biafran land.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. All hail Biafrans, all Biafrans all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Depending where your missile is. Mazi Jonathan, I thank God. You see what happened with our master and our landlord, His Excellency, Lord NNAMDI'S, Kanu. Any other people may be getting annoyed or be getting amazed or angry about what happened. But me personally, I am happy. Because without the zoo can't prove to the world that we are right always. I don't know if you are picking my point, sir.
Of course I do. I do.
You know, it is by all those happenings that the world will now they will now know either IPOB has been wrong all this while or right. Because look at, as foolish as the zoo, they are always what they are being called zoo. Even, that is, I don't even know what to qualify them with, because qualifying them with animals is much more better than them, both in their brain. Okay, look at the whole thing that IPOB has been saying about Buhari and his government. Have they now not been materialized? And I think the whole world, except somebody that refused to say the truth or hate the truth. I know what has happened. Now, Nigerian government, they are the federal group of terrorists. Nigerian government, I always refer them, they are the creating Allah. They are the kidnappers. Okay, look at it now. They have collaborated with Kenya and they kidnapped our leader, NNAMDI'S. I think everything has been opened now. So that's why I am happy. Others may be taking it either in the other way. But let me say this thing. Do you know by this thing that has happened, it unfolded unto us a more for us to know our enemies, those that are enemies of themselves. Because I don't know how somebody will be jubilating that his enemy is overcoming him. MAZI Jonathan, I'm not looking onto our foolish Igbo brothers that do not know where they are and what they are doing. It is good that this thing has happened, that I thank God that Biafra has finally arrived and we have, because this is the end of everything. I hope you understand me, sir.
I do. Go on. And round up, please. Go on.
Let me use this opportunity and speak to my brothers so that I should wake their spirit to know. Ya jama'atuna, assalamu alaikum. Barkanku da yammaci ga fata nake kun wuni lafiya. Yanzu bisa ga abubuwan da su yan gajin kasa, su magajin kasan nan kasar Biafra da ko Hausa da Sirowa da sauran kabilan wanda suke tsakin yan arewa. Yanzu in kuna saurara kuna jina, kun tabbatar da cewa a yanzu akan gana ko yarda da cewa Buhari da gwamnatinsa suna masu ɓata gari, suna damuwan duniyanku, suna masu kwasan almubazaranci, masu kwasan ganima, suna masu haɗatan duk rikici da ke tasowa a cikin ƙasan, suna bafulatanin, suna miyatin Allah. Isan ka don haka yanzu mutane abu ne nake galgadin ku buɗe idanuwan ku buɗe kunnuwan ku ga abin da take faruwa a yanzu haka don ka tako daga nan gurin gana har sun ka shigo can wata taron Kenya sun je sun ɗinke shi shugaban IPOB NNAMDI'S Kanu sun sace shi sun yi kidnapping din shi. Yanzu ta fito muku a fili kenan ko da cewa babu wata matsala da Najeriya take da ita ba, amma sai gwamnatin makariya. Don haka kun san fa ko Hausawa ko an kai an muku dinniya ce, su ba Fulatani sun muku dinniya, amma yanzu ta fito fili ba ya gani ga ya mun harsuna daban-daban da ke cikin ƙasar Najeriya wanda ba sa shan wahala a hannun Bafulatani da gwamnatin Najeriya. Don haka ku tashi a tsayawa yanzu haka, ku tashi wa ita shi aikan domin lokaci ta zo karshen Fulani da gwamnatin Buhari sun riga sun iso karshe ruwa ta karewa dan kada a raki su an ka ce wai karambanin akuya ta kai shi ga da kura inda take kenan a tsakanin su population Nigeria gwamnatin Nigeria da Biafra sun zo karshen su ruwa ta kare wasan raki a yanzu hakan gana da an turo wa kuranin yanta wallahi don haka ku tashi hankali a yanzu hakan gana baya dauriya wacce mutum da kasansa da agajinsa ya zama a cikin kasansa a kura ba fulatani a kura Nigerian gwamnati sune barayin sune banza sune mutanen banza ta kura wuri Allah ubangiji ya albarkace ku yanda kuke jina ina ce magana daga nan Anugu a kasar Biafra na muku wanga kashe ni da gargadi fata nace bai zaman lafiya kuma Allah ubangiji ya kawo mana agadi insha Allah masalam Mazi Jonathan.
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. All Biafra.
All must hear Biafra. Thank you very much. I have a caller on signal. Do I? Mazi, are you still there? Caller on signal.
Yeah. Yes, I'm there.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you. Good evening from here, and good evening to Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Most Favorable. I'm calling from my location. I hear from
please caller on WhatsApp. Please hold on. Please hold on a bit more. I should have taken you first, but hold on. Go on, Mazi. Go on, Mazi.
Okay, there
he was there before you.
And
go on.
I hear from Newi Province. Mazi, I must thank you for the good work you're doing. And also I thank Mazi NNAMDI'S Kanu, the great hero of my own time, whom Chukwuabiama has sent to restore Biafra. Mazi, but before I go on, I just want to say a few things. One is this: I saw on Twitter what our legal counsel Mazi Ejiofor wrote, and you just read it. But I want to tell Biafran something. Mazi, do you know that all the forces, all the external forces that do not want Biafran to be restored, in particular Britain, Mazi, do you agree with me that Britain will want a Biafran without NNAMDI'S Kanu? They would like or support a Biafran independent without Mazi NNAMDI'S Kanu being alive. And every other forces in this world that is against this, our movement, our restoration, they would prefer a sovereign state of Biafra without Mazi NNAMDI'S Kanu. My instinct is telling me that this is what they want, because they know very well that a lion can lead 1,000 sheep to a war front or to a war, and they will conquer. But when a sheep lead 1,000 lions, they might not do well. Biafra, Biafra, each and every one of us want is a Biafran that Mazi NNAMDI'S Kanu will be there. He will lead us into that land, and he must show us, he must lead us by an example. The Biafran these people want to do, what these people want to do, I don't think some people understand this. These people want to take the life of our women and give us Biafra, whereby so that they will still be in charge of what they are doing. They will still be in charge of all the oil wells and all the exploration that is going on, because they know that it's only this lion that can stop all this evil exploration they are doing in our land. That is, by the way, I don't know whether Mazi NNAMDI'S can, because I have been thinking this: what could take our leader to Kenya? I don't know whether it's a conspiracy on my side, whether these people drug NNAMDI'S Kanu or injected something to NNAMDI'S Kanu from Britain and ship him to Kenya, so Kenya will take over. I don't know what is going on, but the only thing, my own suggestion now is IPOB family in diaspora can stand up and share. Only do say there is a method in our madness. It's about time to do that. The only thing we need is just let those in Biafra land, they might be saying, give us order. But we in diaspora, we are not asking for give us order. We in diaspora, we are waiting to hear DOS to say this date. All the Biafrans anywhere in the world, we just need to take one gate and shake the foundation of this world. This kind of protest is something they've not seen anywhere in the world. Those in United Kingdom can go to number 10 Downing Street and lie down on the gate and sleep there. This is not a protest of one day protest. You do play card. You go to that gate, that Boris Johnson gate, those in UK. You go there, you put mat, you stay there. You stay there days. This is not a one day thing. Freedom is not cheap. We in the other part of here in Europe, if it is United Nations, Brazil, Germany, we will just go there and we will be there, not do and go. We will live there. Person like me, I will stay there. What we need is a date. We need to tell these people, it's about time to tell them, show them that very method in our madness. If we keep silent on this, these people, they have a very serious plan to take the life of our Onyendu and give us this Biafra. So it will be like every one useless, stupid African country, because I know that it's only when one lion leads thousand sheep to a war, they will win. But these people, I don't know what is going on, but I'm just asking the Directorate of State, is there about time? We need a massive protest. It's not this kind of protest. If any location we are taking, we will go there, we will just come with a dover, we'll come there, we'll live there. It's better that the police in here in Europe start arresting us and doing anything they want, but we need to show them that method in our madness. Martin Dewo, thank you for giving me the time.
Caller, thank you and remain blessed. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on. I'm sorry, you should have taken the first position. Thank you. Go on, please. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I'm here. I'm waiting for you.
Go on.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm all hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra.
Yes.
Please, are you listening? Are you listening to your listening device, or you are talking to me through the WhatsApp? You are wasting time, and I'm hearing my voice at the background.
I want to hear myself talking to the audience.
My goodness me! Are you a first caller? Talk to me through and off that listening device, please. What are you talking?
Okay, I said that I want to let all the Biafra know how to get the freedom. Are you getting me?
Master, continue, please. Go on. We are not here for joke, please.
I am very serious. This is the way it's going to be, and this is the final step of it. If you can believe me and command.
Master, give your suggestion. I don't like jokers. I'll cut you off. Give me your suggestion. You're talking to millions of people all over the world. We don't joke here, okay?
Yes, I'm talking to millions of people. You have to control me and listen to me with millions of.
Caller on WhatsApp. I hate jokers, man. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Welcome to the program. Go on. Jokers. We don't have time for that.
My brother, I am calling from here in Iguacha.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my brother. My name is Celestine Ude. I'm a deputy coordinator. So, my brother, I am surprised to hear one of our brother who had just finished speaking with the word now. You see, the Britain is going to give us Biafra, according to them. But this is what I have understand. They want to kill our leader, and they bring up all these lunatics to become our leader. But unfortunately to them, because the human being plan has never been the God plan, unfortunately to them, it couldn't work out in such a way.
I'm sorry, I just got, I don't know, by mistake. Please Mazi, please, I'm sorry, somebody just disturbed and I mistakenly off you. Go on.
I'm a deputy coordinator. So, my brother, I am surprised to hear one of our brothers who has just finished the work now.
Are you the person that called before, that was speaking before? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening, sir.
Go on. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I want to greet you, Mazi Jonathan, for all your efforts. I want to greet all the Biafrans, all the lovers of freedom, for all their efforts towards this struggle. I thank Ipob who has kept our leader alive today. I thank all of you, media men, legal team, and all hardcore Biafrans and lovers of freedom for all your efforts. So I want to use this opportunity to encourage our Biafrans. Are you hearing me?
The whole world is listening. Go on, please.
Thank you. I want to use this opportunity to call on the Biafrans, lovers of freedom in Nigeria and in the zoo, that this is the appointed time that it has come. The appointed time has come. Anybody that has been listening to our leader for many years, for long period of time, we understand with you now that appointed time has come, because he said that when Biafra is going to be declared, that he will be in Biafra land, or that he will be in Nigeria. Now is the appointed time. So I want to call all Biafrans to come up, to be strong, come out. Whether you are Biafran, whether you are a Nigerian, whether you are whether you are Middle Belt, or wherever you come from, even from Africa, once you are a lover of freedom, because whatever is going to happen is going to benefit the entire Africa. So I want all of you to come up and then stand firm, and then to stand against this kidnapping and then arrest of our leader, and make sure that we stand up and then protest, so that they don't do otherwise. They think that the Nigerian government, they think they can kill anybody or they can do anything and then go free. But Ipob has assured us that they have been doing so many evil things and they have been escaping. But this particular time around, this is the end of their discussion. This is the end of Nigeria. So I want to encourage all their fans, all lovers of freedom, all over the world, that the ball now is on our court. Our leader, MAZI Kanu, has arrived closer to us now, closer to Biafra land now for the Biafra restoration. The appointed time has come. So we should not relent. We should not be slow. We should not be tired. We should not slow down at all in any form. That we should have to rise up and protest and then claim this territory. Our leader has come to declare Biafra, and Ipob has said, he said, thank you very much, Mazi Jonathan. Thank you, Biafra.
Thank you, and remain blessed. All must hail Biafra. Thank you. I had somebody that I cut out of mistake, and I cut him out of mistake. So I'll bring him in so that I can finish what he was saying. I had some people also calling direct from direct line, but if there is gap, they will not call. I cannot understand. Caller on WhatsApp, I'm very sorry I cut you off without knowing it by mistake. Can you go on in what you're saying?
So, my brother, I thank you for welcoming me back. Like I said earlier, my name is Excelency, a deputy coordinator in Igocha here. So, my brother, all of us are happy. I am number one person who is still pressing. Yes, Mazi Jonathan, can you hear me? So,
who are you listening to? Go on, you are talking. Go on, continue speaking.
Oh, my brother, I am the number one person who is still holding our men down here in Iguacha. More than 3 or 1,000 of them keep on coming to me and be telling me, what are we to do? How are we to carry on?
I say, let everybody cool down until when the order came from above. You see, all of us are happy to see our leader alive in Biafra land. We are happy. And I want to assure Fulani men, Nigeria has never been our problem. Our problem are our Igbo, those one who call themselves Igbo elites.
Of course.
Those one who call themselves
you are completely right, my brother.
Those one who call themselves leader or whatever, who are after collecting titles and whatever. And I want to further to tell the world that Nigeria never been our problem. Our problem are those one who believe that they worship God while they worship Muhammad, they worship whatever they don't know. Those one who, when they see the Fulani slaughtering the Biafran people, they start preaching one love. Jesus do this, Jesus do that, and we forgive each other, and they say God knows why. They are our problem. As I am in this way now, I am boiling. I am boiling. Why I am boiling is that my brother is my problem. My own brother is my problem, because they are the one that open door and ask the Fulani people to troop in, come and do whatever you want to do. They don't have any power. If they want to arise, we will press them down. And I can now see that the plan they are now trying to carry on is this, because I have started seeing some army people parading on their vehicle, some policemen parading on their vehicle, but I must to commend the policeman who cautioned some of the police sometimes ago here in water. He said, let all of you do not rejoice or celebrate, just to hold your peace, because when these people want to strike back, it will be in a severe way. I was surprised to hear such a comment from such a policeman. I've forgotten his name. You see, so my brother, our problem never been the Fulani. Who are those Fulani? What do they know? It is my brother who tell a stranger my secret. It is my brother who opened door for my enemy to come in to come and swallow me. So from this time around, we are not going to take it easy. We are not going to wait until when it is 26th of next month or whatever, or this month. I don't even care to know. We are waiting for the command to give and let the needful be done. This is just what I want to let the world to know. We are happy to see our leader alive, rising or arriving to come and declare Biafra for us, which Biafra is our religion. And we are not going to slumber, neither surrender. Biafra must be actualized in the sight of all the earth. We will worship our Chukwu Okike Abiame the way our ancient men worship them there and last longer. We are not going to obey whatever British is trying to corner our mind to impose what we don't know on top of us. Who are them, Britain? It is our men who call themselves the light one in fighting Britain, worshipping them. They are using their resources, their own resources, they are using, controlling you on top. Why can't you tell your stranger, get out of my resource and let me control my resources the way my God have given it to me? Why can't you do that? You can't do that. When they make like 1 million naira, they give you like 1,000. And label you chief, you are a chief, you are a honorable, you control crowd. You will laugh. Don't you know you're making yourself a fool? You are making yourself a fool. Automatically, you are making yourself a fool. But we, the wise world, can never accept that. We can never. Let me give chance for other brothers to rise and say,
thank you.
But we are happy that we have seen our leader alive. And if anything happened to our leader, let me tell you,
nothing will happen to him, because this is an international issue. Go on, not a round up.
The blood that we flow,
my brother, it's okay. Nothing will happen to him.
All right.
The zoo, they are not dummy.
All right.
You know, nothing will happen to him. Everybody, the whole world know that he's under their, he's in their hands. So they will not be crazy.
Right.
Go on. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Oh, Mazi Jonathan, well done.
Thank you. We must continue. We must continue. This is Radio Biafra House of Service, coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. You know, some Efulefus that are rejoicing, Igbo Efulefus. That's why, you know, I call our people, we are very primitive. If not for the coming of IPOB, before God and man. The situation we find. Look at, it's now. MAZI Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu opened our eyes that our scattering all over the world is not a credit. Do you understand? At least that that is when we started saying, look, wait, this man is right. But before, we used to boast about it. Do you see one of the things? That is why. Caller on WhatsApp, please. Welcome to the program. Before I continue, go on.
Shalom, MAZI Jonathan. Thank you, sir. Chinemeremu, calling from Ghana. Living from here. Sir, please, is about what you have already said about Kenya. Kenya that have come out to deny that their hand is not in what happened. So please, and according to what you said again, the man was from Turkey, and the case between the case of the man and our leader is different. Our leader travel with a British passport, and the man you mentioned from Turkey travel with a Turkish passport.
Yes.
So the difference is there, and our leader is fighting for self-determination. So, and to me, I don't know how Kenya government came out and they started denying that their hand is not in what happened to our leader. And the same thing, even if
our leader have confirmed it directly through the council. Do you understand? Do you see how Africa? Yes. Do you see why, MAZI? Just one point there. Do you see why Black Africans are suffering? Do you see? Because Black Africans are wicked. They are dishonest. Dishonest to themselves. Of course. Do they believe that our leader will just be killed? Maybe the Nigerian government assured them that don't worry, we will kill him. So he will not say that he will not have the opportunity to talk about Kenya. That is why they come out to lie to the whole world. Do you see? Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach.
Of course. Of course.
My brother.
And thank you, sir. And then the theme is really with our leader. And we thank God. We thank Elohim that he survived it, because we don't know what they planned. And the main thing there is that whatever that is hidden he has already come out. Our leader, first of all, tell the whole world that the hand of Kenya government is on this. And Britain used them. So there's no that in there. Britain, our leader travel with your passport as a British citizen. So let Britain stand up and ask for the whereabouts of their citizen, because this case is no longer, is now an international case. So MAZI Jonathan, I really thank our HOD, head of directors, for all the underground work you people are doing about this. And I really thank Elohim for all the councils, all the lawyers that are working assiduously for this. I read what the current update from Barrister Jofo meeting our leader. So we thank Elohim, because through the pressure from the IPOB councils that made Nigeria even made the Nigerian government to allow them to visit our leader as of now. So I really thank them. But there's another thing after reading the update from Ejofo. He said that our leader said that this thing happened on 18th of June.
Of course.
And even Nigerian government announced that they abducted our leader on Sunday, being 27th. And our leader, I'm surprised that even our leader, I was following him on his Twitter, and he tweeted on 26th, being Saturday. He tweeted on 27th, and he tweeted on 28th, being Monday. So this thing put us, like me, in confusion. So I don't know what to say about even the report when the Nigerian government announced that they abducted our leader on the 28th. We are all saying that how can they say they abducted our leader on Sunday, being 27th, while that our leaders tweeted on that Sunday and Monday on his Twitter handle. So all these things, all these games they are playing, they have failed. And our leaders set them a trap, and they have fallen into the trap. Shalom, all hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Thank you very much. We must continue. We must continue. There are people that used to call, they don't know how to target. They only start calling when somebody is on the line. When somebody cuts, they will rest. I don't really understand. Even on direct line. Once somebody starts speaking, you see calls will be flowing in on direct line. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello, Max Jonathan. Good evening, brother.
Welcome to the program.
I thank you, my brother, for taking my call. I just...
Mazi, are you still there?
I'm still there.
Go on.
Okay. No, I'm just thanking you for taking my call, brother. Thank you for taking my call, because since this thing happened, the only thing that I'm doing is praying. I'm praying, saying thank God for saving the life of our leader, because these people, what they planned, we don't know exactly what they plan to do to our leader. You know, all these things we are talking now, I'm sure that Britain knows everything about this thing, because they know how they plan it, they know what they did, and I'm suspecting that even Britain, they might have drugged our leader from Britain and shipped them to black monkeys, the black Africans, the baboon, that always do the dirty job to do it for them. But because God, MAZI Chika Edoziem, is with our leader, that is why they couldn't do anything to him to exterminate his life. I thank God that our leader is still alive today. And that shows us that this is their last chance. This is their last chance, and they have exhausted it. So we have turned for it. It is now our turn for our leader to rise and wake up, because they already wanted to kill our leader, but God have saved our leader, and we are just waiting for our leader to get well so that we can get our Biafra. Thank you, Mazi Jonathan, for taking my call. Bye. I urge all Biafrans to take care, take heart, and fight on. It is time for us to fight more now to get what belongs to us.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother, for taking my call.
Thank you, and remain blessed.
Thank you.
We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. You can also call on Signal. If you call, I will accept before you can get through. So I'm just monitoring my signal is up and running. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Go on. Caller on WhatsApp, can you go on, please? Somebody called on WhatsApp, but he's not paying attention. I don't know what happened. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there for the last time? You are not paying attention. You called and we are doing your personal business. Please go on.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Welcome to the program. Can't you
Mazi,
hear me?
good evening.
Yes, go on, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Go on, please. You have wasted up to 1 minute.
I want to confirm if any of the Biafra people have gone to Mazi, good evening. I'm calling to confirm if any of our family group have gone to check the way